Hello everyone, the Anime here, and today we're going to be doing a My Hero Academia episode review on episode 7, season 5. So yeah, if that, hit that shit. Alright guys, guess what this episode starts out with? Guess what? Fluff. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna complain about the fluff, even though it's prevalent there, but again, these are short chapters, so they gotta fluff it out. So basically, they just recap what's happened the last, whole season, and then we, get to the actual, fight, or the beginning of the fight of, the third fight with Todoroki, multi-body part dude, Ida, and all the other crew, So basically, the way it starts out is that Tokiyami goes and talks to, Todoroki, and basically says how he has to do something here, he has to, make out for the flack that he left behind, Tokiyami left behind, because he is training on the Hawks, and since he's training on the second hero, he kind of failed and disappointed, even though he's training under the second or top hero, and that his father is the first top hero and kind of is his mentor, Todoroki's mentor, so he has to pick up the slack that sadly he left behind. So Todoroki's not even bat an eye at this. He's like, okay, I'll do that, which honestly does show some character development on both Endeavor and Todoroki itself, because Todoroki does not mind recognizing that Endeavor is his father, which is good, So some character development on Todoroki's side. And then when we cut to when Endeavor's chasing that villain with the will things, that little weird quirk, we have basically him acknowledging his son, but actually saying that he wants to teach him the right way this time. He wants to teach him with a parent should teach their child on how to do something, So we got character development on Endeavor's side. And also another thing that I want to talk about, to say nothing really important, but there is some prevalent CG there, but it's really whatever. I mean, meh, ain't gonna complain about it. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, because honestly, you couldn't see it, but it's kind of oh yeah, when you look at it, you're oh yeah, it kind of looks like a one of those characters from Once Justice. I'm oh dang, yeah, that is true. So yeah, nothing really to complain about. You can barely notice it unless you really look at it. So hey. Anyhow, so then we move on to the fight, which at first Metal Dude, okay, from Class 1B, I forget his name, basically just starts chomping away at all the pipes and everything, even though one of the teachers specifically said, don't do that, hey, we need to preserve this battleground, we got 2 more fights after y'all, and he just doesn't care. He just freaking knocking down pipes, which is honestly a good thing, because they need to level the playing field literally this time. They have no choice but to level the playing field literally, otherwise they're just gonna go washed by all their quirks, because they have an actual surveillance quirk guy and multi-M dude, okay? So if they don't level all spots of hiding, then they're just gonna get ambushed and wrecked. But then Todoroki's oh, I see, okay, they're gonna go in with the rush approach. He just blasts them with ice, because Todoroki is just an absolute monster when it comes to it, probably the strongest kid in Class 1A in the anime anyways. So yeah, he just blasts them with ice, and this would have been the end of the fight 100% if one of the students in Class 1B didn't have a direct counter to the quirk, which I believe it's Mud Hero or whatever his name is, but basically he can liquefy and turn anything to mush, and then resolidate it when he touches it. So basically it just turns the ice to mush, which unfreezes everyone so that they can get out, and it also stops people like Tenya Ida in their tracks, because he gets stuck in the mush, and then once he gets frozen up again, then he's stuck there. So it stops Tenya Ida in his tracks, and then it lets the other people get captured, such as I mean, not captured, but beat up, since Tenya Ida was the second biggest threat on the team. So yeah, so basically what happens is Metal Kirishima, yes, I'm saying Metal Kirishima, basically just goes in and attacks Todoroki, and when he attacks Todoroki, he's just brawling him, which honestly, I don't see why Todoroki can't just like use his ice quick or anything just to freeze him up real fast. Like, honestly, there's like a couple plot holes. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, you could either use your fire side here because he's little and metal and melt him away. I mean, not really. It's just like a metal coating, so it would just get rid of his quirk or force him to turn off his quirk, and then you just get the upper hand then, or you can just freeze him and be done with it. I really don't see why Todoroki's taking a beating there. Like, he should be able to, like, 1v1 any of these guys easy. GG no Ri, besides the mud guy that can turn anything to mud. That's, like, his only direct counter, but then you have, like, 4 other guys chasing him. So, this really should be easy dub. I don't see why it's not, but anyhow. And then Horse Girl, or the English exchange student, which she does have a cute scene in this, where she starts speaking English because she's mad because she's a foreign exchange student from English. I'm just saying, it's a waifu material. What can I say? So, yeah. So then she basically captures a multi-body part dude. I'm really bad with names. I'm really sorry. But then once he get captured, then the final scene that we see in this episode is with Tenya Ida. Now, Tenya Ida basically has had this, not operation, because he did it himself like a stupido, but basically his brother told him about the secret of the Tenya Ida family and the engine quirk, which basically is with the engines. If you tear out your freaking body, then they will regrow into stronger engines, releasing you of the limit of reciprocal burst. Okay, so basically, I don't know if it was like said in the manga that you can't be asleep onto some type of drug or like anesthetic to numb the pain, because this motherfucker was not numbing the pain. He was just straight up yanking on it. Tenya Ida was just yanking. I'm like, bro, get a professional to do this. You can get it done with no pain. This is modern day medicine. They have modern day medicine. Jeez Louise. I was yelling at him like, get some modern day medicine. Like, I get it. It's more badass if he's in pain while doing it, and it makes it better. The sacrifice is better than just going into surgery and just like my engine quick is stronger now, but still. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion, why it doesn't just go and get some anesthetic and pull it out, have a doctor pull it out while he's under, or asleep. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But enough with that nagging. Basically, this allows his reciprocal burst to go up to 12 minutes, which is honestly really OP, because his reciprocal burst just absolutely demolishes a lot of people. Like, it was even able to counter, the speed of Todoroki's ice in a way, in the sports festival, and that's when it had less training. So imagine now it probably would be able to counter it full on, and you can even see it, just like the pure speed he's going at is breaking the ice. So yeah, it's pretty overpowered that he can go 12 minutes now, and that bumps him up a couple ranks in terms of Class 1A to probably be behind Denki. Probably 5th place or 6th place as the strongest person in Class 1A. So yeah, that does boost him up a couple tiers of strength. So honestly, that was a really good writing decision, in my opinion, just to give him the extra boost, because he is a side main character since he's close to Deku and such, even though he's not really close to Deku that much anymore, but still. So yeah, overall, I'll give this episode a 7 out of 10. Kind of boring, but I mean, this arc is kind of boring. It's one of the worst arcs in the manga, so what can I say? I'm just becoming a broken record by saying that at that point. So yeah, 7 out of 10. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, or not yet, for you out with that. Is the anime signing off.